First things first, we start making the armature. To give this beholder the illusion that it's floating, I'm going to have one of his eyes be shooting flames at the base, and I'll have the wire run through that. I wanted this beholder also to have a sideways mouth, so I bend the main wire into shape on the one side and then I add another piece of wire for the other to create both jaws. I then surround the armature in tinfoil so that I don't have to use too much material to cover it, especially just for the bulk and the size of the beholder. With the armature finished, we can start adding some material onto it. Rather than just using green stuff for this, I used a mixture of green stuff and milliput, as it's a lot more cost effective to mix these materials when you're making larger miniatures. So I covered the entire armature in that. Then, to create an armature for all of the little tentacle eye things that the beholders have, I cut out some thinner pieces of wire, and before any of our Milla stuff has set, I add the wires into it. Here you can see I tried a different camera angle. I don't, it doesn't stay like this forever. I ended up not liking this after looking at the footage. It's just a little bit weird, I don't know. But camera angles aside, I start posing all of the wires, thinking about what direction I want the eyes to be looking, and then cover those in some green stuff. I specifically cover these in straight green stuff and not the combination of milliput and green stuff, so that they're still a little bit flexible after they've dried. I then take a large ball of the Milla stuff and place that in the front to create the eye. I try not to mess around with this shape too much so that it stays as circular as possible. I then start fleshing out the miniature with more of my Milla stuff, starting around the mouth and filling out the jaws so I can start getting a feel for what the mouth is going to look like. Adding some of the Milla stuff underneath the jaws as well, connecting them to create the lower section of the mouth.